Thank you very much for your time. That guy! You don't have to be a jerk about it like I just was. Yes. What you working on these days? Love that question. I just finished a pilot, which possibly for the Sci-Fi Network, called The Mechanical Grave. It is a steampunk thriller. Prussia from Hetalia plays like a Edgar Allan Poe steampunk robot.
Okay, this sounds impressive.
Prussia is one of my best friends. He's a great guy. Jonathan Brooks is his name.
He's from what you said?
Jonathan Brooks, Hetalia. And he was also in Oedo Rocket. And he was in lots of stuff. But he's in this Mechanical Grave thing. You can look it up on Facebook, Mechanical Grave.
Is it called Mechanical Grave?
The Mechanical Grave, yes.
Okay.
And then after that, I worked on a movie called Odd Man Out, where I was one of the leads, and it was a...
Odd Man Out.
You would think, and yet at the end of it, turns out maybe not. It's one of those sneaky switcheroos. And then the thing I'm working on, literally just before I came down here, I was uploading new, what are those things called? Photos that to my Facebook page. I just started the Facebook page for Arbor Day the Musical, which is a musical. And some people starring in it, you may know. There's a guy named Vic Mignogna in it. A girl named Brina Palencia. Chris Sabat is doing all the sound engineering and stuff on it. Who else is in it? And a bunch of other people who aren't anime people. But it's a musical, and there's lots of cool singing in it. And you get to see Vic when he was on Star Search.
Yes. What is this?
It's called Arbor Day the Musical. Go like it on Facebook. Arbor Day the Musical. It's awesome. Yes, sir.
When you had your first audition, do they still have those auditions around?
I have heard rumors that I can neither confirm nor deny that they are piecing together a lot of that old audition stuff for extras on, I don't know what, maybe the Blu-ray or the BBC Kai or something, I don't know. But I just passed Justin and he was like, you had some hilarious stuff back in the day. So yeah, apparently they do hold on to all that. Which makes me very nervous. Yes?
If you could turn yourself into any anime character, what would you turn yourself into?
Hiei. And then I would kill all of you. Just kidding. Yes, back here.
So is he your favorite anime character then?
Hiei was the most fun when I'm with the fans. And he was fairly easy to do in the booth. He was the most fun with the fans. Hiro Nohara was probably the most fun because it's a lot like me and it was just a lot of laughing and goofing around. And Sergeant Frog was the most fun to run. Maybe Hetalia was. No, Hetalia was my... No, Sergeant Frog. No, Sergeant Hetalia was my favorite. Yes.
I was just wondering if you could do just a couple fun little lines in Austria's voice.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Wait, I'm ready. Hold on. Wait. Don't do it yet.
I had my camera.
I'm trying to think of what it is that I sound like when I am Austria. I think that's it, right? That was it. Yes, back here.
What's one of the best experiences you've been able to have because of your job as a voice actor?
Right now, I mean, quite honestly, when I get to go to the conventions, because I don't get to go all that often because my wife kind of goes, really? 6 kids at home here, pal. You want to come home? Help out a little? So I do 4 or 5 a year. So this is probably the most fun that I have as a voice actor. Yes, back here.
Yeah. Speaking of Hiei a little while ago, I noticed in the movie the voice sounded different. Was that you, or did someone else steal your role?
No, I forget what the hibbity-jibbit was with that, but we didn't have the rights to that. Funimation didn't have the rights, and so some other company did it.
USA manga.
But then maybe if you argue and yell and scream enough, maybe they'll get the rights and we'll do that movie.
Woot.
I can already yell.
Right here.
Well, I'm a local voice actor around Burns. I do puppet shows.
Nice.
And
I started doing puppet shows.
And I usually do like little kids or like the big scary guy. But I was wondering what things you did to improve your voice acting skills.
To improve the voice acting skills, I would say that number one, it's acting. You have to be an actor.
To be a voice actor.
Yes, you have to be an actor to be a voice actor. But in specifically doing characterizations is properly warming up, and then you have like 127 muscles in your face, and they have literally done scientific testing showing that if you put a pencil in your mouth like this, and you put a pencil in your mouth like this, that just making the frown face and making the smile face, just activating those muscles, changes the chemistry in your brain, so that if you're smiling, it makes you happy in your head, and if you're frowning, it makes you sad. So these muscles actually have some control over your emotions. So for me, voice acting is all about physicality, trying to physically, because they're not going to see it, so they have to hear what you're doing through your voice. So constantly stretching your face into different characterizations will give you more range. And then you can do, my voice is really kind of shot right now. I had 2 video game sessions and then a couple other things last week that were lots of talking. So my voice is kind of, you can hear the raspiness in it. But you know, when you can just, explore different ranges, pick people to copy, all of us start by copying other people. We started around the dinner table at my house. It was always a big joke to see who could answer the phone in the funniest voice. Oh, hello, you have called us. And this was back when there was only one phone in the kitchen on a long, long cord, and you used to have to take it like this to talk to your girlfriend, like in the closet. So it'd be, yeah, and then your brothers are pounding on the closet door. Terrible. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Boom. We'll do 2 more questions, then we'll get up and start. Let me check my time.
Sorry, actually, I already asked a question, so those 2 can go.
Well, you've already asked a question too. Have you asked a question? Then ask it.
I shall. It's a good one.
I can't do that with my head.
Significant other.
So do you ever practice around the house, or do you do it when your wife and kids aren't there?
My poor wife and children and neighbors. my kids have actually said to me, Dad, will you please use your real voice? And I'm like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what my real voice is anymore. They're like, your voice when you're angry, but quieter. I'm like, okay, something like this. Okay, yeah, that's my real voice. Yeah, we do voices all. And now the kids have gotten into it too, which is so funny. My little girl, Sophie, she goes, I want to talk Boston. I'm like, you want to do a Boston, where did you get, you want to do a Boston dialect? She's like, oh, I was watching a Ben Affleck. No, I'm what are you doing watching that? But, yeah, I'll get you next. So now she's all like, park the car and have it yard. So now everybody, the whole house is like, park the car, and then they do like, try to do British and all this other stuff. It's fun. Yes?
Yeah, right alongside with that, even though my dad is probably not remotely a voice actor, he would oftentimes do stuff like that while reading the comics to us. Do you do that to your kids?
Oh, yes. That's where I do a lot of my practicing. Like the kids reading the stories at night, I'll be like, 'twas brillig and the slithy door. And it's like, my wife's like, it's a baby, stop it. But there's certain books that I like better because I'm like, oh, there's more fun voices in that book. They're like, we're tired of that one. Read this one that's like one character, and I'm like, and then, I want to read the one where I get to switch the characters all the time. They get tired.
You should read Harry Potter a lot.
Oh, I have to practice a lot.